Good morning, Nighthawk Nation. I'm totally Brendan Freeble. You know, your anchor for this week. I'm filling in for Tyler. She's busy conquering the world or something, but still. Welcome to the HPS Upload, where we upload the latest news for you to download. At Hettinger Public School, we challenge all to meet their academic and life goals while inspiring lifelong learning. Please stand, say the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. So for short stories this week, the kindergartners have been up to a lot of stuff the past week. Not only did they practice sight words, they also made some beautiful cherry blossom paintings and practiced some math facts too. And congratulations, Science-O. Out of 2014's in division, the kids did great. First in meteorology was Trevor and Samantha. Third in experimental design was Allison, Addis, and Katie. Third in code busting was Olivia H., Sarah, and Julia. And second in rocks and minerals was Sienna and Sarah. And students and staff, if you have a short story you would like to put here on school news, please let Mr. J or one of his video production students know. Anyways, here is the breakfast and lunch for this week. For Mondays, breakfast will be Danish, and lunch will be hot dogs. Tuesday will be Cook's Choice, and lunch will be Sloppy Joe's. Wednesday, breakfast, nothing, and lunch will be chicken bowls. Thursday, breakfast is pancake wraps, and lunch is goulash. Friday, breakfast is donuts, ham, and lunch is beef enchiladas. Announcements. Silent reading will be 6th period this week. Bring a book. And anyone who's planning on doing sports the 23rd to 24th school year, please stop in the office and pick up a sports physical form. And anyone in junior high and high school needing volunteer hours, please come and talk to Kira. It will be for the 26th of April. And pooling applications are in the office if you're interested. There are 3 different positions: lifeguard, life assistant, and office personnel. FBLA meeting next Tuesday, April 25th during homeroom. Agenda will include bingo ticket sales. Please return ticket stubs and money to Ms. Fordle once sold. FBLA meeting Tuesday. OWL students, sign up for your event outside Miss Block's room. Earth Day is next Wednesday. Time to get to work. And hear your favorite songs in the hallways and on local radio. Every Friday, KNDC will be taking your requests. Just scan the QR code on the posters in the hallways. Interested in doing the morning announcements? Sign up with the calendar on Mr. J's door by his office. And those were the announcements for today. Now let's go to this week's story about the HPS Stream Team Past, Present, and Future by Anisha Kemmerling.
For those who don't know, HPS Stream Team is a school-to-work program where 7 through 12 students learn about the basics of live broadcasting while providing a service to our community. The program has vastly improved over the last 3 years. I sat down with Mr. J to learn about the history and future of the HPS Stream Team.
How did Stream Team start?
So that was a really interesting situation. So back in the fall of 2020, okay, so we were right in the middle of COVID, the COVID situation, and Mr. John Kohler, one of our teachers and athletic directors here, he said, hey, if you can, see if we can get some kids up there. Do you think we could live stream some stuff and all that? And I thought, like, well, I've been learning a little bit about the program OBS for a little bit, and I thought, yeah, let's give it a try. So the school was able to help and get a camera and a cam link, and I was able to find like a laptop, and we put some stuff together, and we tried streaming that first football game because people couldn't make it, and there was restrictions and all that stuff, and that was kind of the birth of it. And then we kept going. We figured out, like, well, let's compensate the kids, let's thank them for their time and all that stuff, and it just kept going, and it kept being needed.
And did you have as good as gear as you have right now?
No. No, I did not. Like I said, when we first started, we had an old silver laptop that could barely stream what we were doing. I mean, we were pushing the computer to its limits. We had an entry camera that was just barely putting out 1080p, but we were doing Facebook Lives, which I'm glad we are not doing anymore because they limit you to a lower resolution, so it's not as clear. It's like 720p at best, and most people weren't even seeing it at that. Now we're on YouTube, where we can go up to 1440p, which also known as 2K. Okay, so we're very high resolution now. We have cameras that are all 4K cameras. We now have 2 streaming laptops thanks to members in the community as well as the school. We have all sorts of gear that is super, super helpful. We have stream decks. We have ATEM minis that allow us to have camera switchers. We have a lot better gear that allows us to create a better, more professional production for the viewers at home, which was the goal. So yes, we have better gear now, and we had terrible gear long ago.
What were some of the biggest lessons you have learned throughout the last 3 years?
I would say it would probably be three different things. First and foremost, and I had to learn this the hard way, is that there are limitations to what the students can do and what they can understand, and that they are not adults. So when we first started, we kind of expected them to be able to know all these things, and now I realize, like, no, you have to expose them and show them, and you have to do a little bit of thought process ahead of time for them, and you have to make some of the gear simpler so it's easier for them to use while still guaranteeing that better quality of a product. So that was number one. Number two, the other thing I really learned was automation. So that way, what shows on the live stream is easy for me, but also still professional for the viewers at home. So learning how to use technology to automate some of those processes. So that was number two. And then last but not least, one of the bigger ones was understanding the value of the students, the school here, and then also the businesses and the viewers at home, how each part is an integral part for all of this to actually work. Also, one additional thing that I want to quick add that's new about the stream team in comparison to when we started is now we have a badged competency. So every streamer on their lockers in the hallways has these posters that says, like, HPS stream team, and then the student's name, and it'll show all these badges on the bottom. And those badges represent the competency level of what each streamer is capable of at that current time. So you can kind of see what kind of quality you're getting, with and how experienced those streamers are. So if you look, there's the microphone or laptop or camera, and they'll have different colors: silver, gold, or diamond. Okay, so silver is kind of your entry level. You're still learning. Gold, you're a little bit better. You're able to start doing some of those advanced production techniques. And then diamond, you do it without fault. You are above proficient. You're more in that super advanced level. And what's exciting about all that is when you hit that 2 out of the 3 categories, because not everybody's a commentator. If you can at least get 2 of those 3 categories as diamond, you have an opportunity to become a team leader, where you have new opportunities, new responsibilities with helping out on the team, whether it be helping people find shifts or training people on this or that. But it gives you that additional credential saying, like, I am a team leader of the stream team. So that is a new thing that we added that I really, really like, and it really adds a lot of value to the kids who are streaming. So when you're by the lockers, you see those badges, or if you are watching a stream and on the top corner you see a person's face and those badges show up, you can see what those competencies are. You can see what type of quality of streamers that you're getting during that stream and how experienced they are.
So next time you're tuning into a live sporting event, think about how far we have come and how far we will go. In our next school story, we will learn more from the members of the team.
Stop. Just give me that back. Go back. Go, shoot. Go away. Who the heck even was that? Anyways, thank you, Anisha. Now let's go to Dakota Hibbard with sports last week.
That was really weird.
Yeah. So how was sports last week?
I thought that they did pretty good. Track and baseball and everything like that.
Yeah. Anyways.
Okay. Here we go with the scores. Sophia Kemmerling with the 100 meter got a PR. Kelly Schauer 10th in 320 meter run. Bennett Jorgensen 2nd place with 300 meter hurdles with a PR. Robert Morris 5th in 100 and 200 meter with a PR. Katie Buckmeyer 5th in 100 meter and 4th in 200 meter with a PR. Delana Nagel, 4th place in 400 meter dash PR. Courtney Schauer 2nd place in 3,200 meter PR with a PR. And our own Anisha Kemmerling, fourth place in 200-meter hurdles with a PR. And baseball, first game we lost 2-7, and second game we lost 5-6. Now let's take a look at some of the highlights. Now we got Nighthawks versus Cardinals. Here we go.
Keep talking.
We got Joey Perkins with a single. Running down the bases. We got Devin Greth with a single and RBI. There it goes. All the way out. Running down the bases. Right onto first, and close call. Almost got out. That was so close. And here we have Sean Fowler with a single and RB. He was able to get the first and also was able to help one of our people get to home. See, here he comes. Right on down the field. Nice job. That was amazing. Now for sports this week. Track, Thursdays is girls and boys varsity versus Dickinson Trinity. It is away game. Baseball is Tuesday, varsity versus Beulah is away. Thursday, varsity versus Hart River is home. Volleyball, Tuesday is girls elementary triangular is away. And Thursday, girls elementary match versus Mott Regent is away.
Thank you, Dakota. And now let's go to Robert Larson with some weather. Nice.
Thank you, Brennan. And now for Monday, it is going to be windy, fairly windy, not right now, but it is going to get windier later on during the day with a high of 55 and a low of 27. And for Tuesday, it is still going to be fairly windy with a high of 48 and a low of 34. Wednesday, there is actually going to be some chance of rain with a high of 61 and a low of 34. And for Thursday, it's going to be cloudy and fairly windy with a high of 57 and a low of 29. And for Friday, it's going to be chilly with possible morning snow with a high of 43 and low 26. And for Saturday, there's going to be morning snow with a high of 60 and a low of 30. And Sunday, it's going to be mostly cloudy with a high of 54 and low of 30. Now, if we proceed on to radar, here you can see that there... I just need to wait for a bit. Okay. And so now, moving on to radar, there is going to be some little bit of rain Tuesday, though it will come just a little bit short of Hettinger. And then Thursday, we're definitely going to have some rain, which you can see coming up here. And then Friday with the possible snow. And then going on to Saturday and Sunday, it is fairly normal, not much. But who are you? I'm you. What do you mean you're me? I'm me. You're you. Who are you? Okay, I think that we've somehow diverged the timelines. What? Okay, I think I'm the real version of me, and you're the other alternative version.
I don't know. Just stay calm.
Oh, okay, that's it.
Cut to Brennan. I think that's enough for school.
Thank you, Brennan.
Anyways, thank you, Robert. And Robert, I guess for that weather report, we would also like to thank Anisha Kimmerling, our producer, for helping us make today's broadcast possible. And that's this week's news broadcast. Thanks for tuning into the HPS Upload, where we upload the latest news and downloadable content for you to enjoy. If you enjoyed this news broadcast, make sure you obliterate that like button. If you would like to stay up to date on our weekly school news, daily podcasts, local sporting events, and community streams, subscribe to the HPS Stream Team. We will see you next week, Monday at 9. They're still fighting.
Need a place to get cash? Come on down to Dakota Plains Federal Credit Union, where your money is safe and secure. The drive-in has you in and out, especially when you need money and fast. They also provide online services, card services, loans, and much more. Dakota Plains Federal Credit Union. We are big on you.